girl Okwe, your favorite Nigerian yapper. And today we will basically just be yapping. Just like the name of this channel says, today we'll just be yapping. I was thinking, maybe we should start doing something where, I just pick like random videos that are trending on social media to talk about, topics that are trending on social media. Not necessarily serious topics, because again, this is a channel to refresh your brain. We're not trying to talk about anything seriously. We're trying to detach ourselves, be delusional, and detach ourselves from our normal day-to-day craziness and all that. My intentions for this channel is to create a space for people to unwind, to laugh, to not take life seriously, and just talk about goofy stuff. So basically looking for goofy videos, funny videos, and just talking about it. Crazy things that people are like posting, crazy things that people are saying online, and just basically talking about it. And I don't want these videos to be too long. Let me know what you guys want me to call this, like these type of videos, like for this playlist, what I should call it. I was thinking I would just call it Let's Yap. Something simple. I know my sister is probably cringing right now saying, "Oh, you're so corny," but whatever. For now it's gonna be Let's Yap. But if you guys have a more creative name, just let me know. Actually, no, I think I just came up with a better name. So I'm thinking between, well, two names. So let me help me to pick the name that you guys think is better. Actually, let me make it three names. Sorry, I'm very indecisive. So we have trendish, we have viral-ish, and we have Let's Yap. So whichever name you guys prefer, just let me know. For now, I think I'm just going to call this video a chit chat. I'm not going to call it Let's Yap anymore, because that's part of the options. I would leave that in you guys' hands to decide. But yeah, comment down below what your favorite name is for this type of videos that we'll be doing moving forward. I just feel like it'll be nice, let's not take life too seriously, and let's just like talk about anything and everything. Alright, so let's get into this video. Okay, so I just started my screen record. Let's see what's trending. Let's see. I think I have some saved videos, so we'll go through my list first of all. Okay, so first of all, where are we walking to? A hell to the no. Where are we actually walking to? Honestly, I feel like buns, abi puff puff, and egusi is diabolical. I'm not gonna lie, yes, but as I now start to scroll, the more I see the crap that he's bringing for us to work with him with, the more egusi and puff puff is looking normal in my eyes. But puff puff and egusi is insane. That is ritualist behavior, please. Egusi and bread. Hell no. Egusi and banana. Woof. That's crazy. Do you see what I mean? Like, I feel like the more we scroll, the more it just gets worse. So everything I've seen before now is starting to sound normal. Because tell me why he's putting banana and egusi in the same plate. Why? Why are you doing that? Like, this is terrible. Even plantain and egusi doesn't sound normal to me. So for you to go the extra mile and put banana, I'm sorry, bro. You lost me on that one. Well, you lost me from the beginning, bro. At this point, I'm sunken. The ship has sunk. Pizza and egusi. No, bro. Use the egusi as dipping sauce. Bro really thought that adding that in a bracket was going to do something. Hell no. That does not work, bro. Okay. Ooh, nostalgic stuff. Okay, I actually like this kind of videos. Okay, I know. I recognize methylated powder. Nixodem, yes. Tura, I think that's a soap. Ava is a soap. Washing soap, right? I don't know these ones. I don't know what that is. Venus sounds familiar. Is that a penis stone? Yeah, I recognize that. Definitely. I recognize these plates. If you are Nigerian, grew up in Nigeria, you know these pots. Not plates, sorry. Pots. These pots, They our parents' parents used it. They passed it down from generations to generations. So if you don't know this sport, I don't know what you're doing in your life. The real ones, the OGs, know what this sport is. And is it just pure? Anything that is served in this pot always tastes good? Is it just me? Like jollof rice, so soup, so everything, it always tastes good. Always tastes good. Okay. Bonvita, yes. St. Louis, yes. I recognize that. Cadbury, peak milk, yes. The plates again. Oh, the metal cups, absolutely. I don't know what that is. Bunk beds, I think so. Cortina sandals, absolutely. I don't know what that is. Egusi and I said egusi. Sorry, egusi is my brain. Gary and granite, yes. Blue band. Oh, I didn't know blue band had this kind of container. Okay, we've come a long way. I didn't know it was even in tin cans. To be honest, I only know I'm from the era of the plastic band, the plastic bowls. Yeah, and like the plastic bowls in different sizes. The I think there was also like a sachet kind of blue band that you only use once. Like it's all those like once use once type of like packaging. But this is my first time actually seeing blue band as like a tin can type of thing. Okay. And looks way bigger than even the biggest one I think they sell these days. Interesting. Whistle pops, I don't know what that is. Oh, this gum. Oh my god. I remember that one for sure. Advanced level physics. No, I don't think I used these books. Queen Primer. If you know, you know. Eze goes to school, yes. Oh, that game, yes. I don't know what toy that is. Don't remember that. I remember the bottle drinks era. The bottles used to be taller than me as a child. I remember them so well, but I feel like the drinks that were served in those like glass bottles of that era tasted a lot better and more quality than what we have now. Like as sodas and soft drinks and all that. Like Fanta tasted differently like 10 years ago. And if you don't believe me on that, argue with your bed sheets. These were definitely our parents' poses. Oh my god, MTN. Okay, I think that's the end of the video. But yeah, definitely a lot of nostalgic photos in that slide. Honestly, I just miss that era of like when things were simple in our time. Like especially my generation. For anyone that doesn't know, I'm 23. And for those of us that grew up in that era of things, life honestly was a lot more simple. We didn't have to stress about anything. We didn't have to stress about adulthood. And if I could honestly go back in time, I would definitely love to because anytime I see these kind of videos, they just make me so happy and just make me, glad that I grew up in the time that I did. I was able to experience all these things and, be a part of, that era. Even though low key, I feel like our generation was like the ending era to those type of things. But comment down below what you guys think. Comment down below if you saw anything in that video that looked nostalgic to you. Even our grandpas and grandmas, the millennials. I'm sorry, no, I'm joking, I'm joking. Or if you guys also caught anything in that video that, stuck out to you, which probably you would have, even maybe more, comment down in the comment section as well. Can I touch your hair? Me. They're very polite, no. No, this is actually a very polite way of saying no. And yeah, why would you want to touch my hair? I feel like people that just like randomly touch people's hair, particularly, people that are not of the same race, it's just very disrespectful. And even if you want to touch someone's hair, like ask them. And I don't even think asking, like, you have to be close to that person, in my opinion, to be able to even like ask that question. A stranger coming up to me to just be like, oh, can I touch your hair? Absolutely not. But I feel like it's different if, say, maybe you know that person, you both are on that level where you feel like you can both ask each other that type of thing, then cool. But for someone to just come and touch somebody's hair, or someone you don't know to just come and ask you if they can touch your hair, come on now. This is 2025. Let's see. Oh, this is a very cool topic I actually want to get into. Even though I may not necessarily review the series, I feel like I definitely have a few things to say about certain things with this cast. And not just this cast, but like a trend I've seen with Love is Blind. So I watch Love is Blind. I've reviewed a couple of episodes in the past, but honestly, the new season that's coming out, I'm just gonna watch it as a viewer. I don't think I'm going to review it unless maybe something crazy happens. But I typically watch the show, and I usually, when they're about to start the season, they usually like give us like a quick um what's the word? Quick summary of like the upcoming cast and everything, what they do, blah blah blah, their catchphrase and all those type of things. So they did post that for the new upcoming season, like the new cast, and I was going through some of the professions of some of these people, and I was like, please, is giving nuclear security officer all over again. And I feel like Netflix, after everything that has transpired the past couple of seasons, I would think you guys vet these people a lot more, in terms of their occupations, in terms of age, in terms of all sorts of things, their psychological evaluation. I would hope this season is good, but just from seeing the kind of occupations that have been listed in this list, I'm like, this is about to be a what's his name, Frank and Ashley. What's his name, Frank? I think his name was Francis. Francis and Ashley all over again is about to be Harvina is about to be, what's the other guy that said he was 30% Nigerian, all over again. Like, I'm not ready for all that stress and all that emotional roller coaster. Like, let's actually recruit sane people for this show. And I'm hoping that this new season is sane. Exactly that. But the things that I noticed, I think we should just go through the list and then we'll go from there. So we have Billy, who is 35. He's an army physical trainer. Okay, that's a pretty straightforward occupation. I think I'm single. I think I'm single down to bad luck. I just haven't found a connection. Okay, regular guy, seems okay. Um, a lot older than I think the casting this season is a lot more mature, which I kind of like, because again, those are the kind of people that should be settling down and looking for actual love and a connection that potentially leads to marriage. People my age are not necessarily looking for marriage at this moment, so it makes sense that they will cast a slightly mature audience for. I think that was should have been the premise of this show, to be honest. But then we start to see like people like at 23, 24, even Love Island that just finished. I think what's his name? Ace was like 22, 21. Like, those kind of shows, I don't think people like that age should be on them. I think people like in their early 30s should be the ones taking over these dating shows. But that's just my opinion. And you also see it in the maturity level, as it plays out in the seasons, that where they cast, older audience as opposed to like younger audiences and everything. But that's just my personal opinion. Let me know what you guys think. But Billy seems like a cool guy. Next we have Charlie, 28, electrical engineer. That's a very good profession. I've been a bit of a party boy in the past. I'm ready to settle down and find the one. Okay, like, he seems like a chill guy. Again, 28, which is not a bad age for these kind of dating shows, in my opinion. And I look forward to seeing what he has in store for, this season. We have Chris, 33, data analyst. Again, a good profession and a normal profession. You see where I'm getting at with this. Don't worry. So far, we have the normal ones. I'm a bit of a lone wolf and like my own space, so I need someone to be patient with me. Okay, that's relatable. We have lone wolves in our generations, so we get it. Lone wolf here and everything. So yeah, looking forward to him as well. Demola, 31, financial analyst, definitely Nigerian. We don't hide ourselves in any setting. We always stick out. I don't want to say like a sore thumb, because that feels like it's bad, but like, we always stick out for good. And I'm hoping my brother represents us well in this season. I'm a sucker for love. Obviously, you are Yoruba demon. Um, I want Love is Blind to sort me out and do me a solid. Typical Yoruba demon behavior. Catchphrase. Typical. I'm not surprised. Hopefully, we get to see his personality in a good light, and I'm looking forward to see what Demola has in store for us as well. Please rep us well, because the past Nigerians that have been on this show, aka, what was that guy's name? Was it Ayo? I can't remember his crazy name, but yeah, Please come and represent us properly in the show. That's all I'll say. Jack 33, app creator and founder. I've taken some time to work on myself. I'm ready to get back out there. What were you working on, bro? Because what does he mean by I mean everybody works on themselves on a daily basis and everything, but I'm curious to find out what he has been working on himself because with these shows that's how they start, and at this point I'm preparing myself for anything. But he seems like a cool guy. He's a founder. I'm guessing he owns his business and everything, so proper occupation as well. And also looking forward to him. In as much as I said yes, I like that this cast is mature. I don't know if these men are really giving what they're supposed to give, or is it just me? Am I being mean? Like, I feel like we've had attractive men over the years, and even attractive mature guys in their late 20s, early 30s, mid 30s type of thing, and so far I don't know if the men are bringing it. I've seen the women. I'm not really going to talk about the women because my main reason for talking about these men is because of the careers I saw in the men's category. But the women I saw, gorgeous ladies, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Not much to say about them. Looking forward to see each and every one of them's personality. It was the men that stuck out to me. But I just don't like how the men are not really like on the same level as the women in terms of like physical appearance. I feel like they did the ladies a very huge injustice, and hopefully their personalities shine enough to like compensate for their physical looks. Not saying they're not attractive men, don't get me wrong, but you guys get what I'm trying to say. Like, read between the lines. Let me not say too much if I get cancelled. But anyways, yeah. James 36, real estate manager, good. Sounds good as well. I'm quite an emotionally open person. Oh, I need someone to get me. That's so real. And I hope he now, like, just looking at this now, I'm rooting for James just off the bat because we love an emotional guy, we love an intentional guy and everything. And I'm hoping that he finds someone, like he said, that gets him and everything. Javen 28, health coach. I'm a visual type of guy, but ultimately the personality always wins. Are you sure? I don't know. For you to like start off with saying you're a visual type of guy, okay? Like, we'll have to see about that if the personalities actually win with you. Everything, because if the personalities were winning, I'm pretty sure you won't be on a dating show trying to find love. But no problem. Let's hope and see that Javen, goes for personality this time and not just visuals, as he said. Jed 31, configuration manager. I do not know what that is. If anybody knows what a configuration manager does, we are starting with him. What does a configuration manager do? My mom and dad are still together, and that's the kind of love I want. Cute, but what do you do? Because I do not understand what a configuration manager does. What do you configure? Do you configure machines? Do you configure accounts? Do you configure robots? Like, what do you configure? I feel like the statement configuration manager is a bit vague, and I need you to be very specific. I need you to be extremely specific, bro, because a lot of you people have come with big names as your profession, and then ultimately we end up hearing that, oh, it's just a typical 9 to 5, medium wage or low income wage type of job. Francis, for instance, I don't know if I'm saying his name correctly, but the one that basically was a sperm donor for the whole of the US. I'm just kidding, but you get what I'm saying. If you know, you know. I think he said in his season that he was a nuclear security officer, and obviously off the bat you would think, oh, that's like very in the field of like maybe sciences, tech, STEM, something like that, dealing with like nuclear, what's it called? So nuclear things, I don't know. And come to find out, he was just a security officer, literally, for a nuclear plant. He literally was a security officer. You didn't need to add the nuclear security officer or word it that way to kind of like make people like speculate what you could mean, because if you think about it, okay, yes, it could mean a security officer for a nuclear plant, but at the same time, for people like me, it could mean, oh, you are some high-tech nuclear officer that guards like nuclear organisms or something like that. I don't know. Like I just feel like it could have been read both ways, and come to find out it was not what we thought. And I think even Ashley read it that way too, you know. So you guys need to be very specific with your occupations in these shows because yeah. Uh Jordan 29 lift engineer. Okay, I guess he works with lifts. That makes sense. That is not sounds legit. I've gone for looks in the past, but I've learned that what's on the inside, it's what's on the inside that gels you together. Absolutely. Okay. I mean, that's a fact, but why are you on the dating show? Like, if you obviously know this, that what is on the inside is what gels you together, why is it so hard for you to find love? But we're not trying to judge here, even though I've been judging. I'm gonna give him the benefits of the doubt as well, and I look forward to seeing him in this season. So yeah, Carl 32, he's a gym owner. We can tell. I've been set up by my friends before. I'm hoping for better luck this time. So what does that mean? Does that mean he came here at his free will, or his friends set him up again? I don't know. I'm a bit confused by that catchphrase or whatever it is for him. But gym owner, okay, cool. Like, hoping for the best, hoping to see him and his personality shine as well. Don't really have much to say about that. Kieran 28, gaming entrepreneur. I'm a naturally caring person, but I also want to be cared for. That's so cute, and he looks so cute. So I hope you get cared for too, and I hope you can care for our beautiful ladies as well. Seems like a good looking guy. So far I would say this is probably the most good looking person I have seen in this lineup. And yeah, gaming entrepreneur though, so you make games. Okay, that makes sense. That's cool. I would hope that he has made games that have brought revenue, you know, because gaming is a very tough industry and all those type of things. I don't know much about it, but like from what I've heard, it's a very tough industry to like make it in. So I would hope that he is, stable in his career as it pertains to like his gaming business or his gaming organization. Patrick, this is case study one actually. Patrick 33, human design coach. I didn't know that God had helpers on earth that were helping him design humans, honestly. Because what the hell is a human design coach? Please, somebody explain to me in the comment section what a human design coach does. Because I am confused. I'll wait for you. Exactly. You're confused as well, right? Cool. I'm really big on energy. I'll definitely be able to tell if my person is behind that wall. Okay, those are big words, human designer. But again, I guess he designs humans, so maybe by the voices or the kind of conversations he has with people, maybe he'll be able to tell through their design and their structure and their anatomy the kind of person that they are. I don't know. But human design coach, this is the first for that. Like, this one trumps nuclear security officer for sure, because I have never heard of a human design coach. Does that mean you're in like social what's it called, psychology, what's it called, realm? Like, what does it mean? Physical design? Is it mental design? Like, I don't know. Like, that's again very vague. Like, what does a human design coach do? So yeah, like his career was the first one that made me raise my brows. Like, what the hell is that? And he really needs to explain what a human design coach does. I'm looking forward to hearing that because I've never heard that before. But Patrick, I mean, I guess I'm looking forward to seeing what you have in store as well, and for you to break down for us the viewers what exactly a human design coach does. Ross B 32, a builder. Okay, I guess he's in construction. I want my happily ever after, married, kids, a family, and a future. Okay, and I hope you are willing to put in the effort needed to achieve all these things, because it's very easy for men to be like, oh, I want this, I want that, I want that. But are you willing to put in the work? Are you willing to like go out there and like bring in the bacon and everything? Like, it's very easy to say all these things, but your personality, your drive, and everything has to like fall in place also to like achieve all these things, rather and not just completely rely on your wife, or like not work hand in hand together, to achieve these things. So these are big words, bro, and I hope that your personality connects or aligns with these things that you are ultimately looking for in this experience. So I look forward to seeing what Ross B has to in store for us. Ross M 30, barber shop owner. Loyalty is important to me, and if there is, and that wait, loyalty is important to me. If that's there, you can build a fantastic relationship with someone. Okay, nice words. Barber shop owner. I think barbers bring in a lot of money from what I've heard, like hairdressers, barbers. That's where the money is at. Those trades. So he could be a very stable guy as well. He's in his 30s, I would hope mature and everything, and ready to actually settle down, and don't really have much to say. Looking forward to getting to know Ross M more and seeing what he has in store for us on this show. Last but not least, Tom 35, retired pub landlord. Those are a lot of things because you are a retired pub landlord. So what does that mean? Does that mean you still own the building that you were a landlord for? What does that mean actually? If you just said a pub landlord, I would get it. But what does retired pub landlord mean? Does that mean you retired from your 9 to 5, so now you're focusing on being a pub landlord, or does that mean that you are retired from being a pub landlord? See, you people need to be very specific with all these things because people like me, I get confused very easily. I need things to be broken down to the lowest of the lowest of the lowest for me to understand sometimes. And retired pub landlord is such a wordplay for me that it could mean so many things. So again, this is another problematic occupation for me because I don't really know what he's talking about, and I've never heard someone have a career of being a career as being a landlord. At this point, all the landlords, that's their careers. Then landlords all over the world, like that's a career for you guys. So I don't get it. I mean, yes, it's easy money and everything, but like I've never seen someone that just be like, oh, I'm just a landlord. Like my career is just being a landlord. So this could be read both ways, like I said, and I'm hoping that he's able to clear it up in this season because I do not understand what that means. Life throws its challenges at you, so I'm looking for someone who can keep things light and fun. Okay, retired pub landlord. Um, Aside from his occupation, don't really have much to say. Looking forward to see what he has in store for us as well. But yeah, I think that's all the men line up. And I think that's pretty much all I have to say. I'm trying to keep these videos less than 15, no, at least or at most 15 minutes. So I think we're at like 30 minutes now, and I think that's enough. But that's all I have to say for today. Let me know if you guys like this video. Again, we're on our road to 500 subscribers. I think we're on 458 right now. Please, guys, I want us to reach 500 before the end of this year and even more. And I believe that we can. And I hope that, you enjoy these videos and, you grow with me essentially. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.